However, there's so many different elements to marketing. A lot of times people think, oh, I need a website, that's marketing. Oh, I need a logo, that's marketing. Oh, I need help with social media, Google. And all of those things do fall under that marketing umbrella. But by focusing on the branding, that's really where I can help. And then all of those other things that I don't do, I have partners that I bring in to support.
That's awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome. So, what are some common mistakes small businesses make when it comes to digital marketing, and how can we avoid them?
Yeah. Through my experience, I have found that small businesses usually fall into one of three buckets. And, you might overlap here and there, but generally these are the three buckets. So the first one is they try to do it all. So they say, okay, I need to be on every single social media channel. I need to do email. I need to do TV, print, whatever is out there that they can get their hands on, they do it. And the problem with this is it leads to burnout because that's a lot of time, especially as a small business owner when you have a million other things to do and focus on. And the second thing is there's a really good chance when you're doing too much, you're not authentically connecting with the people that you want to be connecting with. So that's the first one, trying to do too much. The second one is, and I see this a lot, especially companies that have been around for a really long time, they say that digital marketing, aka social media, doesn't work. So word of mouth and referrals has worked for a lot of people for a long time, and that's great. And I think it will continue to work. However, social media is really important, especially because of the internet. If you're not online, if you're not in front of your customers on the internet, there's a good chance that your competitors are, and they're taking that business from you. And then the third one is small business owners who are just overwhelmed or who don't know where to start or are too busy to even think about marketing. And so instead of bringing in someone like me or asking for help or looking for other resources, they just don't do it. So those are kind of the three common mistakes that I see made. And the really simple solution to that is just asking for help and asking someone like me to sit down and guide you on what you can do to get started.
Okay, okay. And what platforms or tools do you recommend for small businesses that are just getting started with digital marketing?
Yeah, so there are lots of tools and platforms out there, and it's honestly a little bit overwhelming. But the good news is there are some that are better than others, and there are some that are free. So I think that's really important, especially for someone getting started. You don't want to invest a lot of money into something that might take a long time to learn, or you might not like, or you might not end up using it. So these platforms that I'll give you are all free, or they have a free trial or some kind of version of a free offer in them. And the first one is Trello. So Trello is a really great tool for content management and planning. It's really great to connect with other teammates or clients. I use it for my own clients and for my own planning and management. So it's just a really user-friendly, fun tool and a good way to stay organized. And then the next one is Canva. So Canva is really great for content creation. It was kind of the answer. It's been around for a really long time. It's kind of over the last few years it's gotten more popular, but it was created as an answer to help people who aren't graphic designers to be able to graphic design. So it's a really user-friendly way to be able to create content. You can also create presentations, you can create flyers, social media posts, and there is a free version for it where you can upload your own images. They also just unveiled a new AI component. So if you need help creating a logo or creating an Instagram post, they have those components in there to help you. The next one, email marketing, I really, really like Flowdesk, which is a super modern platform. They create just really pretty email designs. And then the other one is MailChimp. MailChimp has been around for a really long time. It's a great tool. It can get more expensive, but those are two good places to start. And then in terms of scheduling, there are tons of social media, email, digital marketing scheduling tools out there. They can get really expensive really fast. So
Mhm.
my suggestion for people just getting started is to use the scheduling tools that are built into the platforms. So if you're on Facebook and Instagram, use Meta Business Suite. It's a really simple way to schedule out your content so that you're not having to worry about, oh my gosh, I have to post today, or I forgot to post, or I need to get this up. You can do it all in one batch. And the good part about it is that the reporting is already tied in. So when you need to go look at your insights and your reporting, you can just go right to the platform.
All right. That's awesome. I got a quick question. Have you ever heard of a platform called MailerLite?
Mail Light,
MailerLite.
Mailer Light, no, I haven't.
Really? Oh, so that's actually a good email platform too, as well. If anyone wants to know, because like you said, MailerChimp can get expensive,
Yeah.
and wanted to just be able to just give my opinion on it. So those three categories, I used to be number one. I try to now slow things down and focus on one thing at a time. And that's why I said, Mailer Lite is definitely a great tool. And I would love to just know, more about, I mean, we can always try to find things to do, in our business. What advice would you give someone in small business, who's feel overwhelmed by the idea of like trying to manage, like you told us, we can manage the social media realm, we can manage our blogs and newsletters and all that. How can we manage all this? What advice would you give them?
Yeah, I said this earlier. My number one piece of advice, especially to get started, is just ask for help.
Yeah.
As a small business owner, like I know this, you know this, we all wear a lot of hats. You have employees, you have daily tasks, you have admin, accounting, all of these things that take up our time. And marketing can be overwhelming. It can be something that gets pushed aside. It can be something that is glossed over. So asking for help is number one. And then once you ask for help and find those resources, coming up with a plan to help you manage it. One of my favorite things to do in this business is just to sit down with people and get to know them on a personal level, learn about their businesses, ask what their pain points are. And then at that point, I can kind of share my recommendations for them and say, here's what I think you should do to be successful. Um, and at the end of the day, there's no one size fits all for small businesses. Your individual needs, your challenges, your customers are all different, and that requires a thoughtful and structured approach. So when you're able to connect with someone who gives you that authentic advice and honest advice about what you should do, that will really help you figure out a plan that works for you and your individual needs.
Awesome, awesome. And to my understanding, you did say you will sit down with someone like as a free consultation.
Yes. Yep. So I do free discoveries. I have an intake form that I would ask you to fill out, and it's just really a good way for me to understand where you're at and if, I think I could help you with my services, or if I have another person or company or tool that I might recommend for you and your specific needs.
Okay, awesome. Well, I just want to say thank you so much, Jordan Mascé with Jordan Mascé Marketing again. I mean, how can the people get in contact with you, Jordan?
Yeah, so I am on Instagram and LinkedIn at Jordan Mascé Marketing. So you can find me there. I can also be emailed, phone number. All of this is listed on my website at jordanmachémarketing.com. So feel free to reach out to me in any way.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. So, thank y'all so much for coming on the Dream Builders podcast. This podcast is sponsored by Page Properties Team, The Dream ENT, Real Estate for a Reason, Make Real Estate Fun Again, and a huge shout out to KGCI Real Estate on Air for going ahead and collaborating with the Dream Builders podcast just to see if we can educate on a real estate standpoint. And just one more question for you. Do you also work with realtors? Like, how do you work with small business and real estate? I mean, I know we're all small businesses or business owners, but how do you cross the two before I let you go?
Yeah, so it's the same approach. I mean, realtors are small business owners. They have specific needs, they have specific clients, and a lot of times they're doing a little bit different things. So one might be focused on luxury, one might be focused on, family homes. So my approach is the same for any business, any industry. It's finding out who you are, why you do what you do, and how we can convey that to your audience.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Well, thank you so much, Jordan Mascé with Jordan Mascé Marketing. Again, thank y'all. Hope you have a wonderful day, a fantastic week, and I can't wait to see y'all on